big mouthful. That's the name of our working group. You probably all know that we're part of the Governor's STEM Advisory Council. Everybody's aware of that council, and there are lots of subgroups that work within the council. All of the programs that occur outside the formal school day, that's us. So we're made up of all of you: science museums, children's museums, nature centers, Iowa State Extension, daycare programs, after-school programs, 4-H. Who are you guys? Who else is here besides all of those? I think there are some, also some school groups. I know there's some homeschool groups here today. So we have a really diverse mix of people, and we're so glad you're here. I would like to, before we get started, have all of the people on the STEM Active Learning Community Partners Working Group stand up so we can introduce you. So let's start up here. You guys just met Anne, and you can see that we're spread out at each table because we're going to work with you in small groups. I'm sitting at the table right next to Anne. Back here in the back, who do we have? Jilsa. Jilsa. And Jilsa's who registered you when you came in. Deb Frazee. And Deb is the Regional Hub Manager of the Southwest STEM Hub, right?
Correct.
And this is Indira Lavik. Is that right, Indira? Cottage. Oh yeah, I'm still using the old name. And Indira is with the Iowa After School Alliance, and she has been the point person on the DOS, the Dimensions of Success program tool with the After School Alliance. At this table is Daniela, and Daniela is, oh, right here. Daniela's with the zoo. Thanks, Daniela. Beth Hochletter, and Beth is with the Hygienics Lab, and Beth is part of our working group. And then we have Renee back in the back. And Renee Harmon is with the Science Center downtown. And Mary Trent is in our working group. And Mary's our photographer today. So if you don't want to have your photo taken, make sure you let Mary know. So before, we are going to jump right in. And the Hygienics Lab has been really, really gracious to, we're not going to do it just yet, Beth, but they've been really gracious to present an activity to us today. We're going to do an immersive water aquifer activity. And what we're going to do, we're going to do the activity, then we're going to go through and we're going to DOSify it. So we're going to apply the Dimensions of Success planning tool to it. And I can tell you from the Children's Museum, so many of us that stood up, we've all been trained in the DOS process. We're all trained DOS observers. So if any of you want to invite us to come to your facility and help you take a close look at some of the activities you're doing, we're thrilled to come and do that. At the Children's Museum, we have 2 people who are trained as DOS observers. And we took one of our favorite activities, which is slime. Kids at the museum love making slime. We love making slime. It's a really good time. Everybody's energized, and it's super fun. After learning about the DOS planning tool, we decided, well, we'll start with slime, and we'll apply the DOS program planning tool to it and see what happens. Wow. I mean, just majorly wow. The kids loved it before, but now it is much more meaningful. Now we know what our learning goals are, and we know what our weaknesses are, and I think it's just been a much, much better experience for us. So we're really super eager to start using this tool to all of the active learning experiences we do. And we thought, because it's so important to us, we thought all of you would get some value from learning about this tool today too. So we are going to just jump right into water aquifer.